Well, my daddy met mama at a rock and roll show. They were rocking to the rhythm, they had to go. They rushed downtown, got married too sweet, took a taxi back to the show, didn't miss a beat. They were born to boogie, they were reckless, got the rockin'.